Hello everyone, welcome to the 21st. I realized yesterday, after I was in bed, that I didn't actually end the vlog by pointing the cat, or camera at the cat. By pointing the cat at the camera, yeah right. Anyway, today is Thursday, which is why I'm going in later than normal. But there's one important thing that happened this morning. Because this morning I woke up to an email telling me that I'm going to Los Angeles. I'm off the wait list. I have been accepted into the program, so I have I think they said 5 minutes of paperwork left to do, and I'll be basically caught up because it's been 6 days. So I haven't really lost much ground compared to everybody else who's been waiting for the program or in the program the whole time. So I have to go fill out the paperwork for that eventually, but that shouldn't take that long. I'm going to do that today before class because I'm going to have an hour before class starts anyway. So that's one thing I have to do downtown. Other than that, it's a pretty typical Thursday. Probably not going to stick around too long after class because it'll already be 10 o'clock, of course. Got other things that need to get done. But one thing I did do today is I actually brought that Lenovo laptop that my dad bought basically by accident because I, as I've mentioned, don't like coding on Macs, and I want to use the PC, but I also don't like coding on Dreamweaver, so I like using Notepad++ instead. And since we're not using anything that actually makes Dreamweaver, like the graphical user interface to build the websites, or the live coding, or the live coding to the dual panel, one with the code and one with the preview, which is crap anyway, since we're literally just using it as a text editor. There's really no point and reason why I cannot use Notepad++, so I'm going to hope my professor sees that the same way, because Dreamweaver is not a good piece of software, and it's probably the weakest piece of software in Adobe's Creative Cloud, because there's a lot of good stuff there, and then there's Dreamweaver. I mean, disregarding the fact that I managed to break Adobe Bridge yesterday in class, which still interesting how that happened. I still really have no idea what went wrong there, but I'm not going to question it as always, because the important thing today is that I'm going to Los Angeles. So I mentioned the snow when it was supposed to happen and it didn't, but they're calling for basically another record snowfall come this weekend in 2 days. So that should be fun. Luckily, I think they're calling it starting Friday night going into Saturday, but luckily homework for this week has been lenient, so it should be pretty easy to not have to go in tomorrow, because I have no cinematography homework, which means no cinematography shoot. Photography, I think I'm probably going to break away from the Liz and Nock partnership for this week, though we still have to go. Did I mention this yesterday? The photography professor did not like our photos at all. She was mad or whatever, so we have to go back there to the Academy of Natural Sciences again. But I'm probably going to wind up essentially shooting my third project of 100 pictures just around Andalusia itself. And then it's 100 less pictures I have to take downtown somewhere, and I can do it in the snow. And if I can do it in the snow, I can get a lot of nice snow pictures, which means a lot of light, which means I can bump up my ISO and basically do whatever I want. Woo. Lots of light is good for pictures, by the way, guys. Well, while we're waiting for Mark to show up, I guess, can talk about another thing that I've basically put off for the past 4 days or so, is that when I was on the train, or not, after I got off the train home Monday, when I was on that ramp back there, you can't see what I'm pointing to because it's not where all those cars are. That's the curve that I go around after I leave this parking lot. I came over the radio and announced that Glenn Frey had passed away. And for those of you who don't know, Glenn Frey and the Eagles are my favorite band of all time, with Glenn Frey being my favorite musician of all time. So that destroyed me. And I was like, oh man, Monday, it was such a productive day. I'm going to get home and get a lot of work done. And then I get home, or not even home on Monday, and I just get hit with that. And it felt like a ton of bricks, and I basically didn't do anything Monday. which is why I'm still 2 weeks behind on the vlog.
Under cables made by TV series 2 years ago. And so, ready, set, go.
Are we running into the...
No.
Those cables, gentlemen.
You're recording audio.
Alright,
David, could you do that over there?
Yeah.
I need the table.
Grab them nicely, gentlemen.
What are you talking about?
Can you
Fly fishing?
Yo.
I don't know.
I think we should talk about...
Do we have the little tiny ones?
Mix, twist those knobs. How's the feel when you twist those knobs? I don't know what to say. Sergio has a hack.
Alright, next.
This package.
Liz got a package. She doesn't know what's in it. Oh, Athena's here.
Hi, Steve.
You woke up.
Hi.
It's after sound class, before web dev.
This doesn't happen very often. Oh. What? Why are you all panting warm? Were you laying, Amanda? I'm gonna go sleep.
She was asleep. What?
Oh my god, what the heck is this even? Oh yeah! Yep.
Now you know what's in here? Is it just wood?
Yep. They were having a sale for carving wood.
You got wood in the mail.
That's what it was. They had a sale for carving mail though. Carving wood. I'm pretty sure it was 8 pieces, 10 pieces for $25.
So you just ordered wood and then forgot about it, and they were like, "Why is there wood here?" Sack of wood.
Sorry, wrong one. Okay, this one. So this is our intro to CSS.
I don't know how much of this you can see, but there's a really nice fluffy cloud up there, and it's pretty much the only thing in the sky. And you can see some of the stars, which is fairly unusual. The moon's almost dead ahead. Like, I'm pointing this thing nearly straight up right now to get that in the center of the frame. I'm home now. I got out of class and I went at classes. Oh man, it's a class. But anyway, I am now home. It's reasonably warm actually, but I almost forgot to get off the train, which would have been bad. But anyway, home now. Oh man, 2 packages in one day. Well, only one of them is mine. So I'm assuming this is a hard drive I ordered yesterday, but the weird thing is it doesn't say it's shipped. So let's open it up and figure it out. Yeah, it's a hard drive. Why it says it has not shipped yet, I have no idea.